downtown Toronto as the Raptors look to work their home court advantage. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Our sideline reporter tonight is David Aldridge. Taking a look at Washington. Well, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams put each other to the test, certainly, every time they meet. A lot on the line in this one, though.
And well, for Washington, they fought awfully hard this season, and they've got the results to show for it. It's been a breakout year for this group.
Yeah, no doubt. It's been a nice story, but now the real work begins, getting themselves primed for a deep push into the playoffs.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Washington, Porter and Morris, the duo at forward. The always dangerous Wall and Beal are the backcourt. And it's Gortat in at center.
There's so much discussion, right, that the Wizards would try to attract Kevin Durant, a Baltimore native, back to his home franchise. In the end, I don't think missing the playoffs lent itself to the best recruiting pitch.
Just 5 on the clock. And DeRozan. Here we go. No good from Valanciunas. On defense, Toronto. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And we're able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
Well, it happens sometimes, obviously, where you don't shoot it well. And when your offense is out of sync, you have to gut it out on the other side of the ball.
And with no Kevin Durant. Now, Doris, what's plan B for the Wizards?
Well, I think they have to find a way to be better than the sum of their parts, Kevin. There's no magic cure. They've just got to get better and, most importantly, find a way to stay healthy.
So it's Washington now after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Morris a screen. All with it. Picked up by Joseph. Wall's shot is off.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Screen by Valanciunas. And Joseph kicks to Carroll. DeRozan on the wing. And that one's on target from the wing.
Listen, it's hard to defend this guy effectively no matter who you are. He is that skilled.
Morris, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
You know, simply not finding a flow. Just 1 for 5 to start this game.
The shot by Carroll, no good. Wizards trailed by 4. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Scott Brooks did have a few minutes before the game tonight. Now, they lost the first game against this team, but the coach said he's not worried. He thinks they just have to rely on their offense a little more. He told me, look, the first time didn't go the way we would like, but I still think we can score against these guys. We have to keep the ball moving, and then we have to finish strong. They're trying to even up the season series at 1, Kevin. We'll see how they do. Back to you.
Thanks for filling us in there, David. Getting their offense sorted out is the priority here, guys.
And that's what typically drives them. So no big surprise there. They'll be expending most of their energy at the offensive end.
And I think what's most interesting, what plays do they run early? Will they play inside out or focus on getting good perimeter shots? This will be interesting.
Now here's Beal. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go.
Boy, he usually knocks that down with that much space.
And DeRozan kicks to Joseph. Valanciunas sets a screen for Joseph. Back to DeRozan. Shoots from 12. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Beal. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside, Wall. Tries to snap the cold streak. And they with a 24-second buzzer signaling the shot clock violation. It's got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Patterson.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Raptors leading by 4. And here is Joseph, looking for his first basket still in this one. Passes to DeRozan. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside, Wall. There's the pass to Beal. Morris a screen. Beal dishes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
But how about the efforts and instincts and hustle on the pick and roll by Morris? Nicely done. Boy, when you see Markieff Morris, you can't help but think about what went down in Phoenix with him. There certainly was some fighting going on between him and other teammates. He demanded a trade several times, eventually just taken out of the rotation, even though his skill was good enough to be on the floor.
Toronto needs to get off a shot. Here's Joseph. And that misses badly. Air ball.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
How about the balance? Beal stopping on a dime.
With Morris and his Phoenix exit, eventually, Doris, he was traded to the Wizards, and that was a move that was probably best for everyone involved.
Right, Kevin. It made you wonder why they didn't do it sooner. Things started to go south in Phoenix when Markieff felt betrayed by the organization for trading his brother away. And luckily, all that's in the past, and Markieff can focus on just playing basketball. He hasn't been able to shoot for a high percentage this quarter, but he's still pushing the action.
Here's Valanciunas. It's stolen by Wall. In transition, here come the Wizards. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
They set the screen. And Joseph kicks to DeRozan. Valanciunas sets a screen for DeRozan. He took good advantage of that screen. DeRozan's got 7. So timeout called here. The first for Washington. The Raptors making a switch here. Tucker's checked in.
And looking now at some numbers for Joseph, how his last 10 games have gone. He's getting around 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
Wizards trailed by 5. Morris a screen. Porter outside. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got his 3rd rebound tonight. They set the pick. Screen by Ibaka. DeRozan passes to Ibaka. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. And it's a 7-point Toronto lead.
Not the burliest guy in the league, but Ibaka willing to sacrifice his body as a screener for the good of the offense.
Now, here's DeRozan. And he just worked New York in that last game. Screened by Valanciunas. There's the dish to Tucker. He feeds it to Joseph. Here's DeRozan. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
You know, that was well done. Those are the types of plays that will allow them to not just hang on to the lead, but extend it.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Nogueira's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Wright in for Corey Joseph.
Well, of course, 2 Canadian teams were born to the NBA in '95. But back in 2001, the Vancouver Grizzlies became the Memphis Grizzlies, leaving the Toronto Raptors as the sole Canadian survivor.
Now, here's Burke. He averages about 5 points a game. And they get it. They get it again. Raptors leading by 10. There's the 3. Rebound by Smith. What's interesting about the Raptors and Grizzlies when they first entered the league, the Grizzlies were actually the team that seemed to be on the track for big things. But lately, the tables have really turned.
Yeah, and what's surprising to me is that as we've tried to appeal to more people in more countries with our game, we still have only one franchise located outside of the U.S., and that's the Raptors. The NBA is seeing a rejuvenation in revenues, but if we want that growth to maximize, we may need to try and broaden our international horizon.
Wizards trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Burke dishes to Oubre. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Satoransky. DeRozan defending. And Satoransky kicks to Burke. Misses the 3.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And here we go. Burke heading to the hoop. Ahead. Here's Smith. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And Wright kicks it to Tucker. Feeds it to Nogueira. To the paint and throws it down hard.
And it really started to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing.
And then asking questions sometimes away from the game too. Would you not agree?
Oh, sure. You know, listen, these men always have lives outside of the NBA. They're no different than you and I, right? And so, you know, there's a lot to be mined when you're coaching people. It's not just about what happens between the lines.
Here's Satoransky. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Smith the pass to Bogdanovich. Jacks up a 3. Nogueira pulls it in.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And Patterson kicks to Wright. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And there's the feed to Patterson. Raptors get it back. Wright outside. Goes back up. That one wide left. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
Rebounding requires boxing out, toughness, and energy. None of that was displayed.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
The big guy showing off his range on that jumper.
Powell kicks to Nogueira. Here's Tucker. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And stolen by Wright. And Tucker has it in the corner. Kicks it to Nogueira. Inside, Wright. And finished off by Wright.
Already seizing control of this game.
Two teams in very different modes right now. One playing with energy and passion at both ends, and the other wishing for a reset button on this game.
Here's Burke. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Powell kicks to Wright and stolen by Burke. Here's Satoransky. Screen by Smith. Smith on the wing. Nogueira with the steal. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Raptors leading by 10. Now here's Powell. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Wright. And again, it's Toronto converting. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's the Raptors. They lead by 12. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age.
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who taught me my form, my follow through, and still to this day, she yells at me if I miss a shot. So she's kind of a perfectionist, and she definitely taught me how to shoot. She can shoot it, and she still to this day thinks she can shoot better than me.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of horse.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
You know, this is a savvy group. They know when to body up and play physical and when to back off.
Taking a look at the Wizards. Wall and Beal, the incredible backcourt tandem. Morris pairs with Gortat down low, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. Some changes for Toronto. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Nogueira, and it's DeRozan in for Powell. The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Yeah, John Wall has specialized in getting to the free throw line. He plays the game with breakneck pace.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
And you love the defense that Ibaka brings to the court every game. Provides big problems for his matchup with his length. Is good to block at least a couple shots every night, it seems.
Wizards making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Joseph dishes to Valanciunas. Down low. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And with Ibaka and his defensive presence, it's not only the blocks he gets, but the threat of blocks that makes him great.
It's a great point. You see a lot of very talented players start to hear footsteps when they get close to Ibaka. It isn't just that shot blocking that you mentioned. It's his help defense and ability also to defend on the perimeter. Also incredibly strong and very difficult to back down.
Well, from a broadcasting perspective, Doris, just how global has the game of basketball grown with advances in the accessibility of the games being played?
You know what I marvel at is how the next generation consumes sports content. Live sports are still what the viewer wants, but you'll see so many people watching on mobile devices, right? Small tablets, phones. It's incredible to me how different our business is, Kevin. News is now not broken in a newspaper story. News is broken on social media.
Don't you think, Doris, it's promoted that way too, because owners in this league that are very in tune with the tech side of the business?
Many of them are businessmen and have succeeded because they've been visionaries in their field, and certainly they want to know, how is our content getting to that next generation?
Good point. Now here's Porter. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Wall. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
You know, it seems to me on a regular basis, we see John Wall do something on the basketball court that makes your jaw drop. His ability to find open players with his passing, the way he can get to the hoop, making the most complex moves seem pedestrian.
first free throw is good. With Wall, he really does seem to make this spectacular happen on a regular basis. Doris, he's helped by the fact that he has unparalleled athleticism at his position.
Well, no doubt, Kevin. This may be the most gifted athlete at the guard spot in the league. And once that was Wall's main strength, but he has taken big steps to shore up the rest of his game. His passing and decision-making have come a long way, and he continues to find ways to be a better point guard.
Now, here's Joseph. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Screened by Valanciunas. Carroll against Porter. 4 on the clock. Here's Valanciunas. That shot off. Gortat with the defensive effort. Porter passes to Wall. Back to Porter. Dishes to Morris. Puts it up from 17, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Oh, the confidence he exudes, the toughness. He just gets inside shooters' heads.
Now here's Carroll. 9-point game his last outing. Here's DeRozan. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. DeRozan's got 12.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And Beal kicks to Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. With the floater. Rebound by the Raptors. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with the win.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
Yeah, that second unit was fantastic in the last meeting. They infused a ton of energy and, somewhat surprisingly, a lot of points production.
Joseph dishes to Ibaka. Carroll for 3, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for the Wizards.
And they've got really good balance here. I mean, the three ball hadn't been the strongest weapon today for them, but I'd say keep the dose just about the same. Don't change the recipe. When you've got that open shot, you got to take it.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging 25 points per, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
So it's Washington now. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And Wall kicks to Morris. Connects in the foul line jumper.
How about the focus by Markieff Morris, undeterred with the hand in his face?
Now here's Joseph, covered by Wall. Now Carroll. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
It's ironic. As he continues to search for his rhythm, they continue to stay in the lead.
Gortat. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, you just have to love the motor of Gortat. Always is moving to open space doors, keeping the defense on their toes. And when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be crashing.
Well, I think, Kevin, you would agree that very few other big men move as much as Gortat. He's got great timing on when to dive in for a rebound, and his movement creates so much chaos for opponents. And I think it also opens up opportunities for the guys around him.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Just as we look forward to the playoffs, a question for you. The idea of a play-in tournament for the final playoff spots. The commissioner, Adam Silver, said that idea intrigued him. Does it intrigue you?
I would say no. I would be more inclined to reseed the playoffs because we see so often, and it's cyclical, but right now the Western Conference is a true, better, deeper conference. And so what I'd like to see is the playoffs be reseeded once the playoffs come around so that the best teams, regardless of conference, are seeded where they need to be seeded.
1 to 16.
1 to 16.
1 to 16.
That's correct.
First one falls for him. And the former 5th overall pick back in the 2011 draft, Valanciunas is still only scratching, people feel, the surface of his true potential.
And he's had a few bouts with the injury bug, Kevin, but when he's right, he's a load. Struggles defending on the perimeter, but his rebounding and rim protection have gotten more nasty as he's matured.
Valanciunas hits them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And Wall kicks to Morris. Morris with a screen on DeRozan. Here's Beal. They get it again. Tries again. No good off the front iron.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's DeRozan. He kicks to Joseph. Back to DeRozan. Second chance shot. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
And DeMar DeRozan, kind of a throwback, you know, for this day and age when we talk so much about the three-point shot, because he's not a guy that's going to bomb you to death from deep. He's a high flyer who's going to attack the rim and get to the free throw line. And to me, that's extremely important, because the more attempts at the line you get, the more opportunities you have to set your defense. And so he beats people with that polished mid-range game and shoots an incredible number at that line. And those are reasons why this guy continues to improve and become one of the best at that off-guard position.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. And looking at how DeRozan gets his points last season, Greg, he made great strides in becoming a more efficient shooter.
Yeah, and for a guy who didn't take a lot of threes, the field goal accuracy wasn't all that great for a number of seasons. But last year, DeRozan was more patient, took better shots. He also became more of a conscientious playmaker, which his teammates, no doubt, appreciate.
Now here's DeRozan. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Just 5 to shoot. Drops in the layup for 2. DeRozan's got 16.
Hitting a high percentage of his shots. He's been a real catalyst for their success.
Morris with the screen for Wall. Pass to Morris. Nice D from Valanciunas.
You know, something's off. His shot mechanics, perhaps, and they need him to shoot it well right now.
Outside DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. Carroll, no one around him. Bangs home the trifecta. Carroll's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you can't afford to give up too many open looks from deep. Nice job offensively to recognize the opening and pick up the 3 points.
Here's Wall. And the shot is long.
They're trying to cut the sleeve, but he's shooting them right out of it.
DeRozan passes to Joseph. Back to DeRozan. Shoots a 3. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. And now a chance to go to the real stats, real scores from the real NBA to see the leading three-point shooting teams in the NBA. The Wizards 5th.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. Out to Morris. Wizards passing it around. There's a screen by Gortat. Beal dishes to Gortat. Banked in off the glass. Gortat's got his second basket.
When he gets that close, more often than not, Gortat is going to convert.
Joseph with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Wizards trailed by 18. And it's Wall in the corner. To the inside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And Joseph kicks to DeRozan. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. And here's Carroll. He's got 7, 6 to shoot. Outside Beal. Porter in the corner. He feeds it to Morris. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Raptors. Wright comes in for Joseph. So for the Wizards. On defense, Toronto. And Burke has it in the corner. Takes a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Burke's got 5.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Carroll. The dish to Wright. Fires from 14. Good work there as it goes. He's got 8. Wizards trailed by 17. And the Wizards looking to build a new practice facility south of the Verizon Center on the grounds of the former St. Elizabeth's Hospital. Doors expected to be completed in 2018.
And Kevin, this is a project that will include housing and retail space, a 5,000-seat arena for the women's basketball team. Nice to see some development in a neighborhood, Ward 8, that could use the extra tax dollars.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The 9-foot shot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And so many different personalities in the NBA, Doris. You've gotten to know a lot of them. Who stands out as being some of the great players just to talk about the game within this league?
Well, LeBron James, I think, does a really nice job for me of answering questions in a very thoughtful manner. You'll see him just take a second to process whatever it is I've asked and then really try to give the fan at home a sense of what he was thinking in that particular matchup.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
He's a very, as you know, such a cerebral player, and that translates to the postgame.
Now, here's Burke. He has 5. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
He needs to complete that opportunity. Really shocking he botched that one.
Down low, the 11-footer. Patterson can't get it to go.
It wasn't wide open, but that's a look he's got to create, guys. He's got to finish that. His teammates count on him.
And Satoransky kicks to Oubre. To the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. And so it's Washington with it. It's an 18-point game. The Wizards have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line. He misses the free throw.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
He hits the second from the line. Raptors leading by 17. Pass to Tucker. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Powell kicks to Patterson. Back to Powell. The offensive rebound. Here's Nogueira. And Tucker has it in the corner. It's Patterson atop the key. Back to Wright. That one goes. Count it. Wright's got 11.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Smith with a screen on Wright. Here's Burke. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Nogueira's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 1:41 left in the first half of basketball. Feeds to Powell. And Tucker kicks to Wright. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc, Burke grabs the miss.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
How about the closeout? Gave no room to operate. Great effort. Yeah, sharp pass inside. Did well to get the ball into the high percentage area.
Now, here's Tucker. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Right side. Patterson, the screen. Pulls up on the wing. Off the left rim and out. Wizards trailed by 17. Here's Burke. Another shot. Oubre can't get it to go.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, he took a solid angle, didn't block the attempt, but still forced the miss.
Now here's Powell. Wide open shot is on the money. Powell's got his first basket.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Burke kicks to Oubre. Back to Burke. Looking to get it going. Smith the pass to Burke. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Raptors lead by 19. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. Howard dominates the skyline. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
You know, amazing because they're always a focal point for the defense and always looking for ways to take him out of the game, and that didn't happen in this first half.
And so here's Toronto. DeRozan and Carroll are out on the wings. Baca is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Joseph in at the point guard. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Wall. Morris a screen. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far.
Well, just look at the cluster in the middle of the paint. That right there tells you all you need to know about how they have built the lead they have. They are playing with more intensity on the offensive side of the ball, and it's the difference in the game right now. You have to love how they've approached this matchup.
Screen by Ibaka. Now here's Carroll. And they double up DeRozan. Valanciunas dishes to DeRozan. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Wizards trailed by 19. Outside, Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Beal from long range. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Well, for Bradley Beal, he's just an incredible three-point shooter, and Doris always has been since he came into the league out of Florida after growing up in the St. Louis area.
Well, think about this, Kevin. Beal has never averaged less than 4 three-point attempts a game in his career. This is one of the most consistent three-point threats in the NBA, and his shot is effortless. With how well this guy shoots, you almost wish he could shoot more often and see how far he can take his game.
Now, here's DeRozan. 16 points for him, and Carroll gets it to go.
You know, that three-pointer probably wasn't the first option for them on that trip, but good job to take what the defense was giving him. Coaches love that kind of decision-making.
DeRozan against Beal. Gortat with a screen on DeRozan, and Beal kicks to Gortat, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Let's take a quick look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Creating points off turnovers have been the calling card for these teams. In fourth, the Raptors. The Wizards fifth.
And how many times have we seen these two clubs force turnovers and then convert at the other end? They really share a lot of similarities.
6 on the shot clock. Quarter outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Carroll kicks to DeRozan. That's his 4th miss of the game. He has made 6 of his 11 shots.
Boy, 1 out of 4 to begin the second half. Not in rhythm yet.
Morris a screen. Now the feed to Wall. To the middle. Out to Morris. The Wizards working the ball around now. It's tipped. It's stolen by Ibaka. And there's Valanciunas on the assist from Joseph. Joseph's got 3 assists tonight. Washington calls timeout.
You know what? They just bounced and 2 assists. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Now here's Wall. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. And it's Beal in the corner. 3-pointer. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Beal's got 5 now.
Boy, a dead eye like Beal, you better close out and force him to put it on the deck.
Valanciunas with a screen on Wall. Now here's Joseph. Not a lot of room. 6 to shoot. Here's DeRozan. Again, Toronto.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Outside, Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. It's Beal on the wing. DeRozan defending. The drive by Beal. No good that time. And Toronto will go the other way with it. And it's Joseph in the corner. Gortat with the block.
Well, providing stout rim protection, Gortat is a two-way player.
Here's Wall. Gortat, the pass to Wall. Over Joseph. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
We all know John Wall has been the subject of media scrutiny during his tenure in D.C., and so much expected out of him that when the team comes up short, obviously the blame falls on him. He is the leader, but sometimes it feels as if he's the only player to get blamed.
And the second free throw, good. Well, with Wall and the media, Wall himself said that he'll make sure to read every critical piece about him. Thinking is Dorsey can't just read articles when you're playing well. He'll use any criticism as motivation.
And isn't that, Kevin, exactly what the great players do? They find motivation wherever they can. And I think you have to give credit to John Wall for not shying away from criticism, right? What makes you get better other than when people are challenging you?
Here's Wall following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Morris with the screen for Wall. Outside, Beal. And that one comes up a bit short. The Raptors have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Screen by Ibaka. Shot from free throw range. And it's good. Caught through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. Free throw good. Serge Ibaka.
And what's interesting about Ibaka, he's played basketball internationally ever since joining the NBA back in 08. In fact, he won a silver medal with Spain in 2012.
Now here's Wall. Stolen by Joseph. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Back to Joseph. And there's the 3-second violation.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Marcin Gortat. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 8th in rebounding. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
Now here's Wall. To the middle. Here's Porter.
There we go.
A second chance effort. Good on the bucket.
Well, the motor is on full display right now for Otto Porter. He is getting after it on the glass.
Now here's Joseph. Covered by Wall. Ibaka. Dishes to Valanciunas. Carroll kicks to DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. Carroll for 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Now Porter. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And Morris throws it down.
Well, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
Now here's Joseph. Covered by Wall. Joseph, the pass to DeRozan. Wall grabs the board. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. He dishes it to Beal. Looking to get back on track here. And that misses everything.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
You know, it feels like he's forcing things, getting a little frustrated by not letting the game come to him.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And you know he's not going to back down anytime soon. It doesn't matter if they're trailing or holding a lead like they are right now. He's going to keep pouring it on.
Here's Wall after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Toronto. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And, of course, the Wizards, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And for the Raptors, I think they've lived up to their billing this season, that's for sure. It doesn't look like they'll be slowing down anytime soon.
I'd go even one step further. From what I've seen of them to this point, I think their best basketball may still be in front of them.
So, timeout called here. The first 4.
Always fun to watch them play.
Right outside. Kicks it to Powell. Back to right. Patterson, the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from the wing. Offensive rebound. Pass to Nogueira. Dishes to Wright. And Tucker has it in the corner. And again, no good by Toronto.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
A room service assist to cap that possession. That pass was right on target.
Wright dishes to Nogueira. He kicks to Powell. The tray. Tucker can't get it to go. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Passes it to Burke. And then Smith with the dunk.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
You know, it's an invaluable asset to have. He's as tenacious down there as anyone.
And so here's Toronto. After the basket by Washington, Powell kicks to Wright. Pulls up on the wing. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Screen by Smith. Burke kicks to Bogdanovich. Burke with it. He's got 6. Rebound by the Raptors. Nogueira's got 9 rebounds now tonight. The pass to Wright. He feeds it to Patterson. And the rejection by Smith. Knocked away. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. The pull-up. Rebound by Smith. Wizards trailed by 21. Here's Satoransky, drills the three-pointer.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Toronto shooting for the game at 42%. And here's Tucker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Powell, the pass to Wright. Just 5 to shoot. And Tucker has it in the corner. And again, no good by Toronto. And it's Washington's ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Burke kicks to Oubre. Inside. Here's Wright. 11 points in the game. And Tucker has it in the corner. Back to Wright. The dish to Nogueira. Pass to Tucker. Fires for 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Still unable to connect this quarter. Really looks frustrated. Just needs to try and stay calm.
Now here's Oubre. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Clock at 6.
Come on, team, let's go.
Now here is Smith from deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Norman Powell. And then for Washington, Morris comes in for Smith, and Beal subbed in for Satoransky. Raptors leading by 18. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Patterson setting the pick for DeRozan. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. DeRozan's got 22 points.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Beal against DeRozan. Outside, Beal feeds to Burke. Morris with a screen on Wright. Looking to end his cold spell. And that one's good. Burke's got 8 points.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Raptors. They lead by 18. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
But men, we got to get down and get engaged until the end. All right, be precise, send the ball to the screen, come across the screen, focus on the defensive end. Let's go.
There you hear Dwayne Casey asking for more precision on offense and more attention to detail on defense.
Yeah, carry out your assignments on both ends. Do the little things that ultimately make a big difference in the outcome of a game.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Morris pairs with Gortat down low. Wall and Beal, the incredible backcourt tandem. And it's Bogdanovich in at the three. Gortat. It's stolen by Ibaka. To the wing right side. From 13. And too long on the shot.
Boy, in the latter stages, his shot is off. At least they're still winning.
That's tipped. Now DeRozan. There's the feed to Ibaka. Back to DeRozan. 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Patterson. Ibaka, the pass to Tucker. Parries it from three-point range. Tucker's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Toronto.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Bogdanovich dishes to Morris. There's a screen by Gortat. And Beal kicks to Gortat. Outside for Beal. Wall, that's a two-pointer. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 11 rebounds in the game. DeRozan with it. Now Beal defending, and that one drops for him.
Boy, what a pass. That assist was right on target. That's why his teammates absolutely love playing with this guy.
Now here's Wall. It's Beal on the wing. Fires the three. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists tonight. Outside DeRozan. Doris, we've seen more teams look to expand their offenses and stretch teams out. You can't analyze the NBA now without using the word spacing to look at a play.
Yeah, it almost makes you feel like perhaps that post play is being phased out of the game. I don't like that. To me, some of my best memories is watching Hakeem Olajuwon deliver the dream shake on the block, or Patrick Ewing, overpower somebody. What's your take? I mean, do you think this is something that is simply cyclical, Kevin, where the post play is out of it, or do you see a time where maybe it comes back in?
Well, you've talked about the influence of a Steph Curry and what his long-range shooting means for all these young kids playing on playgrounds around the world.
Right.
They're intrigued by it. They're going to work at it. They see future glory for themselves.
Correct.
I think spacing is here. I think seeing players move without the ball, cutting without the ball, enjoying the passing, enjoying the dribbling. They're bringing in parts of the game which are so eye-pleasing, so fun to watch, and I'm sure it's fun to play, too.
No question. I think, obviously, there's something so exciting to the team making the three and so demoralizing to the team that's having it done to them.
Think of how few players are the size 7-footers, 6'8", 7'2", that have that kind of size that can play that kind of game. You're talking about a very small number.
You're 100% right.
A lot of 6'2", 6'1", 6'3" kids out there,
no
boys
question.
And girls that can play that kind of game.
Well, we keep talking about Steph Curry. Draymond Green may be revolutionizing the NBA as much as Steph Curry.
Yes, good point. Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Patterson. Damari Carroll comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Corey Joseph subbed in for DeLon Wright.
What a story for Markieff Morris, taking exactly 1 pick before his twin brother Marcus back in 2011.
He gets that one. And that's now 24 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And just a little bit ragged defensively.
Been the story all too often for them today. Too disorganized, not playing cohesive basketball at all.
Now here's Beal. All with it, kicks it to Gortat. It's stolen by Valanciunas. They push it up, 4 on 3. He tries for 3. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
I'm not sure what he's thinking. You know, hopefully he won't attempt the shot next time because the D leaves him wide open from there. Listen, there's a reason they're giving him space.
Here is Wall. Goes up the baseline. Joseph with the rebound.
And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Confidence, he's lacking poise. He's forcing things that aren't there. He's just taking shots out of rhythm.
Now, here's DeRozan. The 10-footer finds the target. DeRozan's got 10 points in just the second half.
I mean, he was great in his last game. Clearly, he has not lost that love and feel.
No, he's having one of those stretches where you just have to stand back and admire the work he's putting in on the basketball court.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That'll be his second foul of the game. Porter's checked in for Bogdanovich. Outside, Wall. Here's Morris. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, he took a solid angle, didn't block the attempt, but still forced the miss.
Now, here's DeRozan. Back to Joseph. 5 on the clock, and it's Carroll in the corner. Hits the three-point bomb. Here's Wall. Outdoors has been a big topic the last few seasons. What do you make of the hack-a-whoever strategy? Does it have a place in this league?
Well, I think you and I differ on this, which is so interesting because you and I have had this philosophical conversation. I do not believe that we should reward, and we're generally talking about the big players, by taking away the hack-a-shack strategy. To me, you've got, as a professional basketball player, to make a 15-foot shot that's uncontested. I don't understand why you can't make that shot.
Well, I've not played at your level. I'm not coached at your level. Aesthetically, for me, it is very unpleasing. It ruins the rhythm. This game is all about fluid, skilled, beautiful movement of the ball of players. I hate to see anything stop and hesitate within the beauty of the game.
I can understand your perspective on that. And the one thing I would say that would make me lean in the argument to taking that out of the game is NBA fans are important. They are what drives television ratings, therefore advertising, therefore sales, and it allows these players to make their living. So I would say if the fans voice their opinion and want this taken out of the game, then I would go in that direction.
We know it is certainly on the mind of Commissioner Adam Silver.
No doubt.
And so John Wall nails both of them. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And here's Carroll. Pass to Pirtle. Dishes it to Powell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Pirtle. Sweet move. And Jakob Pirtle enters the NBA after 2 seasons at the University of Utah. Last season, he won the Pac-12 Player of the Year, as well as awards for the best center and low post player in college basketball.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to play in Europe instead, but he thought the college route would be a nice experience. Certainly the exposure didn't hurt, and he made demonstrable improvement from year 1 to year 2.
First free throw is good. What about the finals format, Doris? 2-2, 1-1-1. It's back. Most everyone pleased about it. What do you think?
I love it because if you go to the old 2-3-2 format, to me, that middle stretch where the team that's lower seeded literally has 3 straight opportunities to change a series with home court advantage, that is unfair to the team that works so hard to get that top spot.
And the 7-footer, Jakob Pirtle, a smooth, fluid athlete for his size. And he's got tremendous bloodlines, guys. Both of his parents were members of the Austrian national volleyball team.
Smith kicks to Porter. To the paint. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Toronto with the ball. Here's Carroll. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Pirtle picking basketball over volleyball. I guess you could say it worked out for him.
Yeah, I mean, they said growing up in Vienna, there wasn't a good youth volleyball program nearby, so he just went with hoops. And standing 7-1, I'd have to say it's worked out pretty good for the big fella.
And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Now here's Carroll. Shot from 12. Goes back up. Passes to Pirtle. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And Pirtle is a massive guy. Someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Doris, offense up around the NBA in the last couple years. Do you feel that this is a good thing for the league?
I love it. I think the fans love it. You and I love it. The pace is faster. The shooting is better. The excitement level is through the roof. This NBA, what do they say? It's fantastic.
It is, but defense wins championships. Are you still sticking with that as a mantra?
No question.
Yeah.
Championships have
Right.
been defined on the defensive end.
Both teams will make substitutions. Good on the second free throw. Now Wall. Teardrop shot, and the layup is up and in. Wall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just love to see John Wall take it inside and get the job done. Shows how versatile he is.
Carroll with it. He kicks it to DeRozan. Takes it from 10. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Gortat's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Teardrop shot, and Joseph lays it in.
Boy, got a little fancy with that one. Laid in the floater and got the crowd buzzing.
Porter with the screen for Wall. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Nice to be in control of the offense. Wall calls his own number and delivers.
And here's DeRozan. There's the pass to Joseph. To the middle. Gortat with the steal. Outside, Wall. High, arcing shot, and it's good on the way-in.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Now here is Pirtle. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
And the way Pirtle uses his 7-foot frame, so skilled in how he earns calls on his way up with the shot.
And Doris, many players have said the league has become softer over the years. In your view, has the league moved away from a physical brand of basketball?
Well, because you've been calling this league longer than I have, I'm throwing this question back at you. You look at a guy with the frame and game of Steph Curry. Could he have been successful in the era that the New York Knicks and the Miami Heat were basically hand-to-hand combat on a nightly basis?
I think he would have found a way. I think it would have been more difficult. Whether he'd be as prolific as now, I don't know. I think the game has the essence of all the best parts of the physicality without being the drudgery of every play being hand-to-hand combat.
I think as a fan, I would agree, because the Showtime Lakers were my favorite team growing up. They played with pace. They played with fluidity. You had the back to the basket center. You had the hyper athletic power forward. You had Michael Cooper guarding, and you had Byron Scott shooting the ball. I think they had every aspect that you could enjoy from a team standpoint.
Good perspective.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit.
which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Raptors. And Washington has possession. It's stolen by Carroll. He feeds it to Joseph.
Come on, guys.
Back to Carroll. To the paint. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, just the length and explosiveness. Ibaka is a true force at the rim.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. A new group in now for the Raptors. Nogueira's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Serge Ibaka. Powell, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Wright in for Joseph. And then for Washington, Jason Smith, he's checked in for Gortat. Kelly Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Zedaransky subbed in for Bradley Beal. Now here's Wright. The dish to Carroll. Shoots from 14. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It goes in. Lucas Nogueira. Doris, you were a point guard. You put so much strain on your body with the quick cuts on both ends of the floor. It takes its toll. Is there a reason why so many point guards have had to fight injuries their entire career?
You know, I've heard these questions before about anatomically is the way a player like Derrick Rose or Russell Westbrook, the way they play with the
torque. How about the torque?
The torque that's built up and the change of directions or the ferocity of attack, the lift Russell Westbrook gets. I don't know the answer. I think that there would have to be science to support that argument.
Now, you've got 2 bad knees, though, too, so
That's
you can
true.
Probably speak to it pretty well.
I don't think there's an athlete in the world who doesn't have aches and pains once their career is over.
Smith hits them both. Raptors leading by 23. Wright, the pass to Powell. Patterson, the screen. Powell dishes to Wright. Morris with the block.
And when Morris is protecting the rim with that kind of effort, what a lift for his group.
Out to the right wing. Screen by Smith. Shot off the screen. Morris, no good.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Yeah, he gains good position, then gets out on the shooter, affects his rhythm.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Toronto.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And what a huge standout performance it was for DeMar DeRozan. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
The shot by Powell, no good. Washington's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Now here's Burke, guarded by Wright. Oubre, good.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Oh, great point. I mean, this is how they wanted to start the game off. Unfortunately, a little too late.
Now here's Tucker. Wright sets a screen. Here's Tucker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it from the elbow. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So it's the Wizards now. Here's Satoransky. Back to Burke. And he lays it straight in.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling.
So many points coming from inside. He was not just settling for jump shots. He was slashing to the rim, sacrificing his body. His aggressiveness was the difference.
The athletic ability of DeMar DeRozan is off the charts, but he's got a great head on his shoulders, too. I like this kid from California. And we got a good taste of how well he combines his smarts and his skills tonight.
That's good.